Coach, spring's winding down. How anxious are the guys to kind of get out there and showcase in the spring game coming up?
I think they will be excited, man. I think it'll also be fun for them because they're going to split, so they'll get to go against their buddy a little bit. So I'm trying to cull that down for another day or two, get another good 2 days of practice, and then we'll split it up black and gold. That's usually fun because they like to go out and talk a bunch of stuff to each other and compete.
What are some of the biggest questions you want answered? Some of the bigger questions that you have in your mind that you'd like to see answered?
I'll probably, and I'm still going to think about it, Jason, but we'll probably still take the shirt off the backup QBs, let them battle. You know, that'll be something we'll probably still do. I'm still thinking about that. I hadn't put that in stone yet, but I'm thinking about that. Just want to, just see basically, guys that are going to be the playmakers on offense. I think we know from a couple of scrimmages, certainly Nick and Ito have had two really good scrimmages. We just want to sit there and see the guys that are doing that. Then defensively, just want to see guys that step up and make plays. I think that's what you're trying to find your 11 playmakers on the offensive side and the defensive side. And that's the beautiful thing, when you're the coach, you're kind of like the dad to all. You don't have any favorites. You just got to play the best 11, the 11 that show up. So that's really, we're constantly trying to make sure we're getting the best 11 guys on the football field. That's always the battle.
Coach, how's your receiver rotation looking now that DJ Thompson, I guess, coming back from injury?
DJ has had a great spring until he got injured. Him back, he's fine. But DJ, I think Marquise has made some plays lately. Really done some good things. T-Man's had some big plays. He's done some good things. Isaiah has had a good spring. And he's really, he looks like he's coming back into full speed. After had a little foot injury early in February, now he looks full speed. So that's good. We got to keep, keep developing the guys, and again, that's what the spring game and the spring for, just make sure those guys that make plays, and you really want to see it when the lights come on, who's going to step up and make some plays.
How have you seen Nick, I guess, build that chemistry with those
It's pretty good. Nick's really, like I said, he's a great quarterback, and he puts the ball in tight spaces, and really, I think they've gelled well.
Biggest source of concern for you?
I don't know if they're, right now it's spring, always as a coach, you always, it's kind of cliche, but always you want to stay healthy, on every football team, certain spots you want to stay healthy, but those are the things that you don't worry about. It's football. You're going to have some injuries somewhere around the road, but just stay healthy, and if you do that, usually pretty good.
Coach, a little different type of question, but the debate's been going on this spring more than any time that I've ever remembered it, about the potential of the NCAA allowing FBS schools to play a jamboree-type spring game against possibly FCS or Division II schools. Having been at both the FCS and now the FBS, and the FBS level, do you think there's enough positives from that situation to outweigh the negatives?
Yeah, that's a great question, Lanny. That's a question that's so good. I don't know I'm ready to answer that one today. That really is. I mean, and I've thought about that a lot, especially at the FCS level. It's hard to say. It really is. You want to work on things. It's kind of fun for guys to compete against other guys, but then again, you don't want to certainly go out in a game setting, because anytime you get in a game setting, it's just a little bit less controlled, so you don't want to lose anybody in the spring. That's always a fear. And also just scheduling and who you're going to play for the scrimmage compared to who are you going to play possibly in the season. And does a school say, well, if I play in the spring, I don't get to schedule the game? And there's a lot of things to think about. I'm not sure. I really don't know. I'd have to sit and think about it for a while before I could tell you if it's a good thing or a bad thing.
From the flip side of the players, has there been any coach that's, I guess, impressed you over the spring?
Say that one more time.
Has there been any kind of coach that's impressed you over the spring from what you thought?
Our coaches all, I got the best coaching staff in America, and they're working hard, and I couldn't be more pleased. So it's not I don't think I think they're all doing a great job as a collective team. I think that's what we are. We're just a team. And we're very, very happy.